Maybe I'm a little too in my head about this U-Haul story. You don't think it could have been some U-Haul thing? There's no way.
Oh, yeah, have we talked about the U-Haul yet? We gotta talk about the U-Haul for a second. This is another one of those things that was like really disputed between the two parties, was this U-Haul that supposedly was driven up to the store the night of the takeover.
What?
So when Brandon came to the store that night,
Wait a minute.
That. What do you? Yeah, and the guys were wearing, the guys that look like the McNeffs were seemingly wearing balaclavas, and they were like, "We're here to deliver special delivery."
I love how we're on video 18 and he's like, the only discrepancy in the story was the 18 masked men that rode up in a giant wooden horse.
Yeah, what the fuck? Wait, how? This is information that I feel like is fairly important to figure out who the fuck was doing this.
he was driving a U-Haul truck.
Now,
It was
in typical
literally-
fashion, this was immediately disputed.
Brandon showed up to the Salem store in a rental car. When he came to get the keys from Crystal, he
Well, the U-Haul is a
It's a
type
rental
of rental car.
Yeah.
was there in a rental car, not in a U-Haul.
It wasn't until after he told me he was taking the keys and locking me out that I really kind of paid attention to the fact that he had a large, not the small, the large U-Haul truck.
So yeah, I just kept hearing about this U-Haul truck. Now, why is it significant, U-Haul or not? Well, one, a U-Haul truck can fit a lot of Legos, but the big reason it mattered to me was because I was actually called by an ex-employee of the Bricks and Minifix store in Eugene, Oregon. Remember, that's the one that Brandon and Josh own. And he told me something very interesting.
I'm a former employee, started in 2020.
Stop. Lego deep throw. It's
Yeah.
Lego deep throw.
Bro, shit gets real in these fucking streets, man.
Fuck, man.
In these goddamn brick streets, these Lego brick streets.
I can't believe this.
Yeah. Turns out they've done this before, and they'll do it again if we don't stop them.
This is incredible. It goes all the way to the top.
Yeah.
They called manager Brian and sold the store to Brandon as Josh.
What store was this? Bricks and Minifigs where? Okay, now what did you see that made you want to talk to me?
I saw Reckless Ben's YouTube video about the sales for closing down because I was talking to my co-workers about the situation at Salem, and we were told through other employees that it was just a bad area to work in. It was like haunted, if you will, is what was going around.
Haunted?
After seeing the video of Reckless Ben, we exposed them, and it makes a lot more sense with what we dealt with Brandon and Josh. Like, Crystal stole Lego sets and bolted out of the country.
Who says that?
Brandon Ness told us.
Ghost?
When he was jumping up all the Lego sets to us that night. There was a bunch of used Lego sets. That's that were like saran wrap. They had Star Wars City. There's just a lot of stuff. It was like a medium-sized U-Haul truck.
Wait, they brought a U-Haul truck
Yeah, from Salem to Eugene.
and to Eugene, and it had a bunch of Star Wars sets on it?
Yeah, Star Wars sets, like everything. We have a bunch of used stuff too.
Who did this?
Wait,
who
when
did this?
Brandon.
and was
Yeah.
this when they took over the store from Crystal?
I believe so, yes. Yes. Because
They were
he's-
like, hey, can't believe the previous store owner stole this exact U-Haul's worth of Lego sets that we just seemingly got, that fell off the back of another U-Haul truck, actually.
I fuck heavy with the haunted excuse. They're going full Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
We would have gotten away with it if it wasn't
Much
for...
like Scooby-Doo, you pulled the fucking balaclava off, it's Brandon McNeff.
said that Crystal stole Legos and left the country.
While he has a U-Haul of Legos?
Yeah.
Interesting. Weird.
So, and he said, we're just going to hold on to this stuff until corporate tells us where we have to distribute it. And we're like, oh,
Wait, they
it
are
would make more
corporate.
sense if we could take it because we're kind of struggling with, the product we put on the shelves.
Oh my gosh. We really got to find out. Was there a U-Haul that night or not? Because everybody's disagreeing about it. This Eugene, Oregon guy says, oh yeah, a U-Haul showed up with Star Wars sets in it. Brandon was talking about the
no
Salem
one's
store.
disagreeing.
You've got
Only the
Matt
Brandon
McNabb
Neffs are
saying there
disagreeing.
was no U-Haul there. It was a rental car. You've got Crystal saying, yeah, I thought it was really weird. There was a U-Haul truck there. So I told the McNabbs, I really got to find out what the truth is here.
If you know anything about it, let me know, because that's just something I heard.
I do, and it has nothing to do with the Salem store. Well, at least not the Salem store in the way that it is there. Brandon showed up to the Salem.
What does that even mean? Not the Salem store in the way that it is there?
The absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence.
So they did go to the Salem store with a U-Haul truck, and he's out here trying to cook up a story on the spot. Also, a U-Haul truck is a rental car, so technically he's doing legalese here. Like, oh well, I wasn't lying. It is a.
Right.
He's got to investigate the U-Haul store to see to hit the fucking records.
Store in a rental car. When he came to get the keys from Crystal, he was there in a rental car, not in a U-Haul.
So when there was the handoff, there wasn't a U-Haul, it was a rental car.
Correct. He was there in a rental car.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think any of the, like, if you were to look at the footage, the rain cameras, all that stuff, you won't see a U-Haul sitting anywhere in the parking lot.
So after hearing all of this, I realized, look, I just got to find the evidence. So I start sifting through these photos I have, right? I realize I have a parking lot photo. I check it. No U-Haul, just a red truck out there. I check another photo where you can see the window. But the problem is it's night outside, so you can't see. And so I'm looking at everything I can, and there's just nothing, I have this alternate angle. I'm looking at that. And then... Zoom in on that photo.
Oh!
What is that?
Smoking gun!
That's a U-Haul truck!
Holy,
Oh no!
holy shit!
Oh my God! I
Oh
am
my
seated.
God!
Oh my God!
I feel like I just watched the end of The Sixth Sense, dude. That was like a jump scare.
Holy shit!
Wow.
Bring up the
Holy
brightness
fuck.
of this photo a little bit, and my gosh, there's
My
a U-Haul
God.
in the parking lot right outside of the store the night of November 14th, 2024. This is something that Matt said he had seen footage of, and it couldn't be true.
And again, I believe I have seen footage from that night that shows clearly out into the parking lot, and there's no U-Haul.
After seeing this, I said, I really have to make a call. And that's when the story changed.
So last night, I talked with Matt McNeff. I brought up this question of the U-Haul.
Interesting.
He told me emphatically there was no U-Haul. Y'all came to me this morning.
Told you,
said,
by the
"Hey,
way, that the commies were the fucking trustworthy partners
right
here.
all along.
And the Neffs, you can't
Wow.
trust the dastardly.
McNabbs.
The dastardly Neffs.
Okay, another clerical error there, just for the sake of any
Yeah,
other
continuity purposes,
similar,
right? You
similar
would.
sounding names.
Yeah.
McNeffs.
Similar sounding facial hair.
There are plenty upstanding Neffs, including a professional frisbee player. that
Interesting.
wouldn't
What kind
want
of mustache is he rocking?
I don't know that.
Is it
I don't.
the
I think
D'Artagnan?
he's clean shaven.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the other Neff who's noticeably absent from this conversation does not have that. It's the D'Artagnan combo.
We looked into it. There actually was a U-Haul there that night. Can you clear up what that's about?
So there's actually two different things that are going on here, just to help you understand.
Help you
And I don't know if you want this particularly not on the record, but
Okay.
This dude
Why?
is choking.
Yes. Why do these guys always think that they can? There's two guys that you don't talk to if you have done something bad. Isaac Chotiner of The New Yorker, who always cooks every Israeli official for some reason, who's like, yeah, no, I'll have a conversation with you. And then they end up coming across like, Adolf Hitlerites every single time. And Coffeezilla, if you've done a crime, a financial crime, a Ponzi scheme, some kind of cryptocurrency initiative, just don't talk to Coffeezilla. Now, obviously, I want them to continue talking to Coffeezilla, but I genuinely don't understand why they keep doing it. I guess like there's something that you have in your mind when you're like wheeling and dealing and scheming of this sort, where you think like, oh, I can out-talk them. I have a solid reliable alibi.
Well, let's hear him out.
It never works.
He's got very trustworthy facial hair.
We do know of a disgruntled former employee that worked at another location that back on the 24th of October, there was a U-Haul that went to a storage unit in Salem for another previous franchisee, like for a different situation that we had just gone through some things, and he had a previously, like, hey, I have some inventory that I didn't turn over that I was supposed to. It's at this storage location. You guys can come pick it up. And so Brandon was sent on that day to pick up with a U-Haul inventory that then he moved down, but that was October 24th.
So when we're talking about this,
so why is there a U-Haul on the night of the exchange of ownership?
It's not adding up.
Oh, that's just a photo from October 24th, actually.
Why wouldn't Brandon McNeff mention that U-Haul too?
Yeah, interesting.
He could have cleared it.
Interesting revelation here.
ex-employee, you're saying they are conflating the October 24th event of the U-Haul coming up to Eugene with Legos with some time after November 14th, after the store takeover. Is that correct? Am I understanding?
Okay, but why is there a U-Haul in November 14th outside of the store in the middle of the night while the exchange and ownership is taking place? And you said there was no U-Haul. There was simply a rental.
That?
Yes.
Oh my God,
So
bro, he looks so guilty.
Yeah, he's cooked.
He looks dead to rights, bro. Holy shit. He looks like Kaya after she ate something off the kitchen counter, and I'm like, who ate this? And she's like, not me. I could never touch food on top of the kitchen counter. Ooh.
Is now kind of a strange story. Corporate is saying there was a U-Haul at the Eugene store dropping off Lego, but that was from a different night, different collection. The CEO says Brandon showed up to Salem on October 24th for his secret shopper job with Crystal. And separately, he also was getting a different collection of Legos that also included Star Wars. And that's what he brought to the Eugene store, and the former employee is remembering. Then, weeks later, on November 14th, Brandon supposedly shows up again with a U-Haul, but the reason isn't for hauling Legos.
Brandon flew in to Eugene that night. At midnight. So flew from Utah on the 13th, but landed in Oregon on midnight of the 14th. Went and got a rental truck, and then went and stayed at a trailer that had previously been moved up there in anticipation, meaning a camper trailer, in anticipation of the potential hostile takeover previously.
Is that why he had a U-Haul? Is that the reason he had a U-Haul, was for this camper, or what's going on with the?
Yes. So then what happens is he takes his rental vehicle.
So there was a U-Haul there after all. Interesting revelation, Mr. Neff.
Sneaky, well, McNaff.
Mr.
I can't. I feel like for a professional newsman, you keep this clerical error you're making is
classic
super,
mistake.
It's important to understanding the entire
just
story.
Another ginger guy whose last name is Neff.
I feel like it's
or
irresponsible
McNeff
for someone who does news for a living.
Similar facial
to just
hair.
drop details like that,
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Haas is on the ones and twos. He posted a "Don't trust Neff."
Okay, no, why he was hacked.
I know.
This might not even be the Haas we know.
Dude.
This could be some dangerous
you know what's
outsider posting salacious things.
Yeah. This motherfucker reached out to me and was over here asking if we could join
a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yes.
Yeah, he was like, we're just trying to start this game, but we're missing a last player. Can you join the group? You can leave right after if you want, or stay with us.
Right. So we can't believe anything he says.
Well, I think his, the stuff that he's doing on here.
No, these are all
I don't know.
salacious
You
overlays.
think that might be you think this is a hacker?
I mean, a hacker. Or
What did it
Okay,
show?
well, what this is, I mean, look, this is clearly not my mod.
Interesting.
My team would never do this.
Yeah, it kind of feels like your team is.
I mean, what is that? What is this tiny ass?
I don't even see that. What is that? It just says don't trust Neffs, I think, right?
That is not. The font sizes are misleading.
Bro, why are you not at Streamer U, bro? That's where the content is. What? I'm 34 years old, man.
Yeah, we're tenured.
I'm 34 years old. I've already graduated from Streamer.
What would you teach at Streamer U? How to get everybody to hate you.
I would do that. That's something that I have a PhD in.
Right.
I would probably teach people crisis management.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good
one.
one.
Because I've been involved in many.
Yeah. What would I teach at
I'm
Streamer
still
U?
here. Self-suck.
Okay, that's
stealing $200,000 worth of Lego
Okay,
inventory in a hostile corporate
you know what? We're just
takeover
gonna go
in
back.
exchange of ownership over a franchise, a beloved
Kai, if
franchise.
you're seeing this does not represent.
I don't know.
How
I
about
feel like
film? How about film? We can just teach the film.
You could
Just
play
teach
the
film.
role of the
Teach how to use
guys.
some cameras.
You could play the role of the guys.
Okay.
I'm not saying you're the guy.
There was a U-Haul that night at Streamer U.
It just seems like you have experience because I'm seeing it.
Right, okay.
I'm seeing it on screen.
Truck, and he tries to connect the trailer, the camping trailer, to that truck, and it's not rated for that particular weight, and he realized, oh crap. He called around and found that U-Haul had a rating for one of their box trucks, and so he grabbed that, went and got it at 10 a.m. on the 14th, and so he then went and hooked that trailer up to the camping trailer to a U-Haul. Drove that trailer down to another location where he could set up the camping trailer in Salem, dropped off the camper trailer, and then he arrived in a U-Haul to the Salem store, and then went in, said hi to Crystal, and then as she was leaving, the door shuts, and so he locks it, calls the locksmith, takes him a while to finish up the changing of the locks. Brandon at this point is pretty exhausted, so and he has an hour drive back to Eugene to drop off the rental truck. So he drops it off at.
Can you even hook a trailer to a U-Haul?
I think so.
Also, this is a telltale sign of someone lying when they're literally fucking going overboard with the details. Like going above and beyond with the details. Classic sign. Everyone's saying yes.
Interesting.
I guess a smaller one, right? Or yes, the big one?
Defaming McNeffs. I'm gonna peek.
Midnight or 1 o'clock, something like that. Grabs the
take your
rental
mic
truck
off.
and then
you're right.
heads back up to
You don't want to listen to
the
it?
camper trailer in Salem.
I've been
And then,
there.
it probably gets in at around 2 or 3 in the morning. Spends a couple of, that's a little bit of sleep before he has to head back to the store at 9 a.m. before the other employees get there. The timeline that is trying to be portrayed just makes absolutely zero sense.